Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're hunting for giant muskies out of Andy Meyer's Lodge on Eagle Lake. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Well, we're back up on beautiful Eagle Lake out of Andy Meyer's Lodge, and we're kind of in a quandary, folks. We caught so many fish the first half day we fished, and we got 2.5 days left. So what are we going to do, film another show?
I guess that's the plan.
No, actually, you wanted to put a day or two aside to hunt for some big muskies, huh?
That I really do. I really want to showcase what Eagle Lake is capable of, you know, not just this time of year, but year round. And I really want to catch a couple big muskies is the plan.
And this time of year, this late October stuff, and working suckers along contours is the best way to come in contact with the big fish?
I mean, every day is a little bit of a, you know, you got to kind of play around. Some days they want the bait, some days they want live bait. That's why we're having a combination of both, you know, guys casting, trying to bring them to the boat, bite the sucker, or encountering a fish, you know, along the break.
I want to talk a little bit about the suckers. We're looking at the quick strike rig right now, and that is the only way to fish a sucker for muskies, right?
100%. The times have changed. The old single hook days are long gone, and I mean, we got to think about the future of our fisheries, and quick strikes are the only way to go.
And the way to do it with a quick strike rig, folks, is when the muskie grabs the sucker, what you want to do is get as close to that muskie as possible.
Ideally, as soon as they grab it and they get swimming away, you want to set the hook, you know, within 10-12 seconds if possible.
Which is pretty amazing, but over the years that you and I have done this together, very few are hooked badly. They're always hooked like in the corner of the mouth. Now you're making the sponsors work hard today. Who do we have in the boat? Should we meet them?
You betcha.
Brian Sticka, Fleet Farm.
Dan Peterson, Amsoil.
Okay guys, keep on casting up there. Hey folks, hopefully we'll get that big old muskie out of Eagle Lake today. You know, folks, fall and winter is coming, and for us, that means getting our ATVs and our UTVs ready. And Amsoil, you know, makes a product for everything a sportsman needs. And you even got an oil change kit for my UTV.
Absolutely. We've got oil for any UTV, ATV out there. And what we're taking a look at is oil change kits for the do-it-yourselfer. So we got everything that you need for oil change for a Polaris 2013 and newer in this kit right over here.
And you got Can-Am?
Can-Am, Yamaha, Honda, all the viscosities you need to change your oil on any UTV, ATV.
And that's one thing, folks, that I love about Amsoil is that you can go on their website and they'll tell you what kind of oil you need for what specific machine you have.
Yeah, with the lookup guide, it really has everything there. So just put in your make, model, year, and ready to go.
Hey, thanks for keeping us on the road smooth, safe, and clean. Folks, go to amsoil.com for more information. Oh my gosh, look at the head on that. And look at that mouthful of weed. Look at that pike. Are you having fun with the tip outs?
Having a great time. Love Beaver Dam.
Oh, look at that, Blake. Holy cow. Look at that pike, Blake.
Oh my gosh! Look at the size of this pike! Oh gosh!
That is a trophy pike right there, pal.
Oh, dude.
Oh man, is that
fish.
gorgeous. Look at this guy, folks. This is a beauty. Oh, wait till you see the tummy on this guy. Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about hunting for muskies on Eagle Lake today. And Danny, in Canada, you're each allowed one rod, right?
One line a person.
So
yes.
what's the ultimate here? To run two suckers for you and me and have those guys cast?
That's what we're gonna do it today, but I mean, typically if you're not in the boat, I'll have both the guys casting and I'll run my line as a sucker line, yep.
And one interesting point, the casters are important for bringing the fish in to see the suckers.
Yes, typically that's the ultimate goal goes. They bring a fish in, and I mean, if they can't convert it at the side of the boat, or if the fish doesn't bite, we get the second chance on the sucker.
I'll tell you what, folks, we have had a lot of follows already today.
Hard. Reel,
You got him, you got him. Keep going, Stick. Keep going, buddy. Okay, Stick, way to go, buddy. We got our first muskie of the day.
Keep the rod down.
And
We got it.
nice job there, Brian Sticka, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, nice hook set. And I'll tell you what, that fish was pretty far out there. You really had to ream him.
Yeah, I wish I'd have gave him just a little more, but we got it done.
That is awesome. Now tell the folks how much action we've had already today.
We've probably seen about 5 or 6 different muskie or seen them on the screen. So they haven't been extremely hungry, but this one made a good decision.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Brian Sticka has been at Fleet Farm for how many years?
It'll be 40 years in December.
And I say this to you every time I see you. What I love about Fleet Farm is you guys that do the buying. You guys are hunters and fishermen, and you know what we need.
We know we need, and it's guys like Danny Herbeck that are showing us the new stuff for next year to make sure we have it in.
Let's take a replay look at your hook set. That was pretty good. So what'd you do, lower the tip? And
Lower the tip, and then we feel the weight, give it to them.
that's awesome. Well, you're going to have one to hold up here, buddy.
Thank you.
Not a huge fish, but I'll tell you what, these Eagle Lake fish, Danny, they're so pretty, aren't they? And so, I mean, the smaller they are, actually, the more distinct the markings, right?
Yeah.
And tell the folks, seriously, how many fish have we seen in the last hour?
We've only fished 2 spots, and there's been 3 to 5 on every spot here. They're moving around this morning finally.
Now, you said you've seen more fish today in the hour than you did the last 5 days?
Yeah, they're starting to finally, the cool down, they're finally starting to feel it and normalize to it, right?
Brian Sticka, you're a walleye aficionado, but now you love muskies, don't you?
I sure do.
And it is a cool feeling, isn't it?
It is. It's fun every time we're here.
You know, folks, this time of year, muskies kind of bite in what we call windows or short spurts, and we've kind of slowed down the last couple hours. But the beauty of this, you let me bring my walleye rod with me.
I just spotted some walleyes, and we're gonna see what we can do.
There we go, and look at the size of this walleye right here, man. That's my second cast of the day, folks. And again, it's kind of nice to take a little break here, buddy, and catch a few walleyes. That's a nice fish, isn't it?
Nice fat one, yeah.
I love that hit, Danny, and I'll tell you about it in a second here, folks. I got to keep these walleyes away from that sucker rod, and this is another beautiful walleye here, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah, not
those are
too
just
shabby.
really nice fish. But when they hit that jerk minnow, folks, what I do is this, and it's almost always on the fall with that type of jigging technique, right?
As soon as it touches the bottom, they pick it up.
And you see that ping in your line, and you know the next time you reel, there's going to be a fish on it. Now, Mr. Sticka, you are a walleye aficionado, are you not?
I try to be, and here we go.
Now, that's one of your favorite things to do when you're home, and you do a lot of Winnebago.
Yeah, a lot of trolling, but I like jigging and slipbobber fishing also.
But this is pretty nice, taking a break from the musky fishing. And how long did it take to get on those walleyes?
Once we knew where they were, it didn't take too long.
Now, this is fun, folks. Almost every single cast that you take, you are either getting a bite or you are getting another walleye. And I'll tell you what, over the years up here on Eagle Lake, folks, I have caught several 10-pounders. And Danny, your son Dax, who is how old?
7 now.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the pictures of him. How did he do in one night out here on Eagle Lake this summer?
He had 3 over 30 himself.
Three over 30?
In about an hour span, yeah.
Seriously, what was he using?
Slip bobbers.
That is fun. And he's how old again?
He's 7.
Yeah, look at those fish he just caught, man. Those are gorgeous walleyes. And is he into it like you are?
Oh yeah, he loves it.
John, I think I've got another walleye. It's pretty heavy.
Is it really? Is it a flipper inner?
We'll flip it.
Okay, yeah. You're in Canada, man. Doesn't matter if you lose them, you get a bite on the next cast. What was that on?
That was on a weight jig and a minnow.
And a minnow. They're hitting it pretty good?
Yeah, they're fighting pretty good in this cold weather, so it's a lot of fun.
You know, Danny wants to go back musky fishing, but I'm not letting him yet, right? I mean, when you can do this. And we've talked about this many times, Danny. Look at the average size of those walleyes. The one year, and we talk about this every time we do a show together, when you kept track of how many walleyes in one season, how many was it?
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000 walleyes. Hey, but one thing I wanted to talk to you about, you and I have been running these Recon boats the last 2 years, and you're on big water. This is a 37-mile lake, and what's your thoughts on the Recon?
I love it. I mean, it's a bulletproof boat. I mean, and besides just the fit and finish and just the rideability and how it handles the water, I mean, you're dealing with a small company that is, I mean, John at Recon, he's an amazing guy to work with. Anything you can dream up and want done to your boat personally, he can do it. And it's a great place to work with.
No, and I love the boat too, and I fish Lake Michigan and Leech Lake and the big water, and they're great boats, aren't they?
They are.
You're not going to yell at me for wanting to do this for a while, right?
You got about 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes and we're going musky fishing?
Yeah.
Dan Peterson from Amsoil is getting into the walleye action there, Dan. Nice fish.
Finally.
Hey, Dan, this is something you're pretty into, the walleyes, huh?
I like jigging for walleyes. And you turned me on to the plastics.
Is that what you're using?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fun bite, isn't it?
it is.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. This Strike Master 24-volt electric ice auger just got a huge price cut. Last year was $449, and now the everyday price is $299.99. Available now.
We were fishing Eagle Lake out of Andy Meyer's Lodge, an 11.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 12.5 hours from Chicago, and 7 hours from Minneapolis.
Out here, it takes a certain type. The type who's always the first one out. The type who knows deep down everyone else is just fishing for second. Enter the Apex Series. See more fish. Seize more victories. Settle for nothing less. With unrivaled clarity, it's the top fish finder for the most demanding type of angler. Only from Humminbird.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're gonna have faster fill of their live wells, and they're gonna have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. Danny got one going. Yeah, there you go, Danny. We're gonna need that musky net. We're gonna need that musky net.
Yeah, we are.
Big fish, Danny. Look at the bend in that rod, folks. Look at the bend in that rod. Oh my gosh, this could be a giant, guys. Get that net ready, Sticka. Get that net ready. Have you seen him, Danny?
No, he's staying down.
Look at that. Look at that build. Look at the way that thing's bending. Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes,
That fish
boys.
is staying down. What do you do, Danny?
We're just working on him here.
Just keep pressure on him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is a giant, guys. I just saw the tail. It is a giant.
This fish is pulling.
Oh gosh. Are you nervous, buddy?
I'm not nervous. I just taking my time with him. I can't turn him.
Seriously, you cannot move this fish?
I'm getting worn out, John.
I mean, this is folks, I've seen a lot of muskies caught. This is an extra long fight. What are you thinking, 50 inches?
It's a big one. Right there, Brian. Get that.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, Brian, let go of that.
That is a giant musky Danny Herbeck. Danny, what do you think?
Got him.
I'm worn out.
Seriously, how long did that fish stay down on you?
That fish fought hard.
That was an incredible fight, buddy. That is a giant, giant muskie. No, Danny, I've seen a lot of muskies caught, buddy. You could not move that fish, could you?
No, I'm worn out.
Seriously, buddy.
It's a 51, 52 inch fish.
I mean, seriously though, you could not move him.
No, that fish fought really, really hard.
Now you do this every day, buddy. This is a pretty exciting moment.
It
isn't
is.
it?
I don't get to take a lot of sucker bites. I appreciate these guys letting me take one here, especially we're getting to the, you know, the end of the day. This is the last fish I'll catch for the season. All right.
Folks, this is a once-in-a-lifetime absolute trophy muskie. Look at the size of that fish. What are we talking, Danny?
That's a big one. It's over 50 for sure. It's probably 51, 50. It might be 52. It's really long.
Give me a guess on the weight.
It's pushing 35, 40 pound fish.
I mean, that's absolutely incredible. What a gorgeous specimen. And that's what Eagle Lake is all about, isn't it, buddy?
Yep.
I mean, seriously, that's why you come up
we're
here.
out here.
You know? I mean, that is a spectacular specimen right there. Oh my gosh. And I'll tell you what, you know, we've had a lot of sucker bites today. When he hit, he meant business on that one.
This one finally did, yeah. It finally hit it and it meant business. We've had a few fish drop suckers. I mean, we're dealing with a pretty weird fall, right? So.
Hey, dude, seriously.
She's ready to go.
Yeah, let her go.
Right there.
There she goes. See you later.
Oh,
good
goes.
release, Danny. That was really, Danny, I'll tell you what, buddy. I've seen you fight a few muskies in my day, and I've never seen a fight like that.
That one took me to town there for sure.
Your arm actually hurt a little bit?
I'm worn out.
Were you trying to get her up too?
I mean, when you hook those big fish and like, when a lot of big fish are lost is, you know, overpowering them. Like on these rigs we're using, it's pretty light wire, pretty small hooks. Once you stick them, just, you know, take your time and let them fight. Let them wear themselves out.
I need to ask you, so what line are you using for these fish?
I got 100-pound Seagar thread lock for my main line, and then I got 100-pound Seagar fluorocarbon for my leader.
You're running fluorocarbon leader?
Yep.
And that, you get more bites, you figure, with that?
100%. It's just invisible to the fish.
Do I get a hug?
Of course.
Of course. Congratulations, my friend. Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2024 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winners, Mark Coles from Montello, Wisconsin, caught this 11-inch bluegill on Lake Puckaway using a night crawler. John DeGeorge of Rushford, Minnesota, caught this 14.5-inch crappie in Holcomb, Wisconsin, using a minnow. George Casino of Mellon, Wisconsin, caught this 23-inch largemouth bass on Potter's Lake using a chub. Mike Hinkey of Westmont, Illinois, caught this 43-inch northern pike on the Woman River chain of lakes using dead bait. And this week's first kid winner is Calvin Gass from Menasha, Wisconsin, caught this 12-inch perch in Wisconsin on a worm on his birthday. And Bailey Cranning of Kenosha, Wisconsin, caught her first fish ever, a 15-inch largemouth bass on Lake Tomahawk using a worm. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. These Beaver Dam tip-ups just arrived, and there's limited inventory. The Pink Breast Cancer Awareness and the Snot Rocket Northern Pike Black Tip-Up. Each are only $54.99.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
So, my friend, the last day of the sponsor trip. Now, I got to ask you, how do you top yesterday?
I don't know. We'll try.
Well, hey, we started out a little late this morning, so we got a couple of new sponsors in the boat today. Should we meet those guys?
Of course.
Brian Evans, Seagar.
Jeff Kolosinski, Humminbird, and Minn Kota.
I'll tell you what, Danny, that was my first cast on a white jerk minnow. And I'll tell you what, folks, smallmouth bass are fun. This is a big one. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is a Jim Dandy. That is right there a big old smallmouth bass, isn't that, buddy?
Yeah, I sneakily reeled one in while you were fighting yours too. Grab your fish for me, would you?
Well,
I got my hands full here.
Here, look at that, folks. First cast right there. And yours is a little bit bigger, I think. How about
Just
the
a
same?
Oh, a little bit bigger.
Oh, look at that. The old Brian from Seagar. Good fish, buddy?
Nice fish.
There you go. Grab him and put him in the old clammo. Hey, Brian, how long we been fishing smallmouth?
5 minutes.
Isn't that amazing, though?
5 minutes.
Oh, look at the size of that one, Danny. Now what is that, a solid 3.5?
I'd say.
Yeah. Aren't those fun?
Great fish, great fighting fish.
I'll tell you what, Danny, these southern guys you say bass, they get to town, don't they? It is interesting. These Seagar guys get out in the field and test a lot of these lines. What do you got on today new for us, Brian?
Man, this is a product I'm really excited about. It is PEX8. It's a JDM braided line. This stuff is phenomenal. It is just exceptional casting, very thin diameter, and super strong.
You know, you got to go to a good solid braid like that too for, I think, feel. You can feel everything, can't you?
You can feel very good.
Colo, my buddy Colo from Humminbird, Minnesota, here he is.
Giant, but it is.
That's a nice bass. Hey Colo,
Yes.
You know, you've been coming up here to Andy Myers with me for a lot of times. Don't you love the versatility of Eagle Lake?
You know, this is a lake, if you like to walleye fish, pike fish, musky fish, smallmouth, it's all here. The neighboring lakes, obviously, you can get to crappies and other things, but that is a fantastic fall smallmouth.
All right, Ryan, stand to your left here because we're going to double up here as Brian Evans has got another one on. Is that a nice one?
That is a nice one.
Wow, is that thing fat?
That is a big fatty right there.
Thank you, sir.
Holy cow, is that a gorgeous fish.
If you want to come up and get bit and have a great time, if you have a new angler, what a place to come, Andy Myers. Take care of all the food and everything else, and the fishing is sitting here waiting for you like that.
Go.
You got him, Golo. Good job, good buddy. Keep pressure on him, buddy. Keep pressure on him. Slow down a little bit. All right, Colo. All right, buddy. Oh, yeah.
You.
Yes. Nice job. Hey, Colo.
That's a big pike.
That was a great hook set, was it not, Danny?
It was redemption.
And what you want to do, and I know Danny explained it earlier, when that fish is moving away, explain it to the folks what he taught you.
Well, you have to hit the other side. So if you go set the hook to the direction the fish is moving, you'll wind up pulling it out of their mouth. So you have to hit it the other way. So there's a lot of finesse that goes into understanding which direction the fish is going, and that's why Danny Herbeck is so good.
People come here for the muskies and the walleyes and the lake trout, but it's got a great population of big northern pike.
You know, there's big predators, there's bass that you can catch fairly reliably, and the walleyes are pretty willing and they're really delicious. So it doesn't matter which way you go, there's always something to catch.
And Danny, you know what? I love the build on these fish, don't you?
Yeah, they're built very well, especially this time of year. Polo's on, polo's on.
Fish on, fish on, fish on.
Keep it on.
Oh, good job there, buddy. That is a great job. Danny
pike.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Look at the size of this northern pike.
In backwards.
Holy moly. Jeff Kolazinski. Wow. Hey, Jeff.
That is a PB pike.
That is a big butt fish, Danny. Buddy. What happened?
I thought I had a tick earlier and cast out again. Asked Danny, how deep are we? He looks over at Mega Live, 10 feet. Fish is 40 feet out. What a beautiful fish.
How big, Danny?
Oh, probably 41.
41-inch pike.
That's the biggest predator casting. Oh my gosh, that is a giant pike.
That is absolutely a beautiful giant northern pike.
Wow.
Oh, Danny said, yeah, that is beautiful.
Danny, thank you. Danny's been giving me tips and some tune-ups when I wasn't getting it right, and finally it all comes together. Thank you.
How was your hook set?
He put the wood to him.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And well, how big do you think that is, Danny?
That's probably 41-inch pike, yeah.
41-inch pike. Is that your biggest ever, Jeff?
It's the biggest ever pike, especially casting. Like, we've caught some fishing on live bait on suckers, but that's a beautiful fish.
Look at the markings on that.
Yeah, it is. She's real pretty.
And it hit a long way from the boat, probably 40 or 50 feet.
Figure eight.
Watch this. Yep.
You got him? Okay, keep him down. Keep him down.
Got him. You got him, Colo. You got him, buddy, on the figure 8, buddy.
Come on,
you got
baby.
him, Colo. You got him, buddy. Okay, here he is already.
You got him.
All right, Colo.
Wow.
Hey, buddy, how does that pay off all day casting?
I don't know how many casts we made today. It's a fish of 10,000 casts.
What happened on that?
I just saw a figure 8 and I saw a big flash. Made another loop around and it came around. I thought, my gosh, and then the third time, finally, it ate it. And then on the hook set, it launched.
Yeah, isn't that the coolest experience though when they hit both sides?
2 big e-socks today, all artificials.
Nicely done, buddy.
All right.
Oh, congratulations, Jeff Kolozinski. That is a gorgeous
sweat.
muskie. And you guys actually saw him
Beautiful.
come in on the Mega Live?
Yeah, that fish actually came totally vertical about 5 feet out from his feet, and we were in 17 feet of water and ate the bait at the boat.
So the Mega Live, you can actually see his lure coming in?
Watch it every cast, yeah.
That is awesome. Colo, come on, buddy. Personal best northern.
when your guide says the figure 8 is the most important part of the cast, he's actually right, because it was the whole day. And it's funny because you make long cast after long cast, and all of a sudden the fish is right there at the boat, ready for business.
Hey guys, you know what? Danny is big help in organizing the sponsor outing each year, and what a fabulous 3 days, huh guys?
Incredible. It's incredible fishing, but when you go to a place that you know you're going to be taken care of, it's a great place to stay, great food, and the fishing is that good, sign me up.
Hey, thank you guys. For more information on fishing Andy Meyer's Lodge, call 888-727-5865. 888-727-5865.
It's football season, and if you're looking for a quick and easy hors d'oeuvre, I got the thing for you. It's the Johnsonville rope sausage. It's pre-cooked, made with 100% premium pork. All you have to do is cook it on the pan until it's golden brown, and you can serve it with your favorite dipping sauce. Let's give it a try. That is so good. Johnsonville rope sausage. Find it at your favorite retailer today.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.